Make more of your stuff that sounds. It sounds very chill,
Yeah,
very mellow.
like ethereal.
You're not trying too hard.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? How you all doing, boys? You doing good? Can you hear me well? Do I need to up the volume a little bit? Just slightly. Wait. Oh, that's a bit too loud. This looks okay. Is this okay or lower? Lower, up, down. Guys, have you ever heard of Updog? I bet you never did. Anyway, I got myself a little lower. I got myself. What's up, dog? Nothing much. What about you? Okay. I got myself a new hub. Got myself a new USB hub. There on my table, you can see my old USB hub. My old hub is probably the best hub that you can get right now on the market, but I think it was an overkill. So I decided to get a cheaper one that has less features, but more than I need. And I just wanted to get something new and check it out. It has a unusual thing about it. So like my hub my hub. Okay, so this is my hub. It's a CalDigit TS4. It's a Thunderbolt 4 with a bunch of ports, all the ports you could fucking wish for. But it comes with a huge ass fucking brick. It's a 240 watt brick. It comes with a brick, right? The new hub, it doesn't have a brick, but it has 160 watt power. It has a brick integrated into a hub. So the whole hub, I can't show you because I'm lying. I made it all up. None of this exists. The new hub is about this size, but it has a brick integrated in it. I can't show you the hub, but I can show you the box. This is what I got. As you can see, the brick is inside. The only thing I don't like about this hub is that the USB port's on the front, and it's not very good. I would prefer them all to be on the back. I also got this, like a little foldable charger that can do 100-watt output, and it's super small. Let me show you that as well. That I can show. And I can show my cock. No. Give me a second. This goes here. I already put it in a backpack. Look. It's super small. It's pretty heavy though. It's like solid. It's like solid pretty much. See that? You know, it's I wanted to basically do this. Wait.
And my last name Blick, so I'm picking the tool up. My stepper gon' brush him if I press the button. Too drippy to scuffle. The Blick in the duffel, it came with a muzzle, so why would
Whoa! Solve the puzzle? Can I solve the puzzle? I basically wanted to do that, but should have got the better song. Anyway, this thing is pretty cool. I already tested it. Unfortunately, it seems like I don't have USB-C cables that can support 100-watt charging. I have a cable. It's pretty short though. This cable from my power bank. This one can support up to 140, so it does support the brick. However, I was charging my battery. What is it called? Power bank. I was charging my power bank because my power bank shows how much it charges and how much it decharges. So I used it to test how quickly this charger basically does it produce 100 watts that it advertises. And I got to like 93 watts, which is, you know, it's not 100. It's not 100. It's kind of like a 10% loss. I think that you can connect like several devices, and you know, one port is like can do up to 24, the other one up to 70, and it's like combined it would be like 100. But they also advertise that one port charging. I know this is super fascinating, but I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on this. Anyway, they advertise that it can do one port 100-watt charging. So instead of carrying a huge fucking laptop brick, because I have a gaming laptop, I can just get this. I can just carry this with me and just a USB-C cable, and I can charge because my laptop supports up to 140 watts via USB-C charging, which is pretty good. But they, what is hertz frequency in Ukraine? I think it's 50, if I'm not mistaken. Skip ad. I'm not advertising this product. I'm just saying that it's pretty cool that the technology goes where power bricks, because this is basically a power brick, they're getting smaller and smaller. This is super cool. You know why this is cool? Because shit you carry is lighter. It's more compact. It's more, you can travel with it better. You know, 100 watts in this small package. This is pretty cool. And I've seen 240 watt chargers that are super small. Not this small, but I am sure that we're gonna get 240 and even further in small packages within, you know, several years and shit. So that's super cool. That's nice. I wish laptop makers would apply this technology to fucking power bricks so that the fucking power bricks would be smaller. But now, of course, if I'm gonna get my laptop with me, because here's the thing, right? I never thought I would need something like this. I don't really travel. Fucking hate traveling, actually. If I take my laptop somewhere, it's just to work a couple of hours on it, and then I come back home and then I just charge it. You know, fuck it. I don't need to carry chargers with me. Turns out there's war, and you know, sometimes I'm not having power at home, and you know, charging your device outside of your house, at a coffee shop, at a co-working place where they have a generator, that's really nice. I do have a power station now, and I don't even notice. So they started turning off electricity again. It's only for like an hour or two, but I don't even notice this anymore, man. It's so cool. I don't even notice it. There's a possible chance that the power is gonna be out during the stream, but if everything is fine, we wouldn't even notice it. You'll just notice my lighting in the sorry. You would just notice my lighting in the back disappear, and that's it. But the stream would be fine. That's super cool. Yeah. But anyway, I would just carry this with me, and I found a cable that I have. Unfortunately, that cable that I found can't do 100 watts. It can only do like 80, but it's much longer, so I can like charge my laptop and shit. So that's kind of cool. And yeah, this is not cheap though. This is not cheap. I think this was like, how much was it? Like 70 bucks? What the fuck? 60? 60, 70 bucks? What the fuck? So that's too much. But you know, it can charge up to 3 devices at the time, so if I ever decide to go somewhere, I'll take it with me. You know, like to Kiev or something. That's pretty nice. Yeah, that's pretty pricey. Let me actually check. Maybe I'm lying. I'm not gonna tell you what this device is unless you specifically are interested, but because I'm not getting paid for this. Oh shit, yeah. So I had a 20% discount, so I bought it for 70 bucks, and right now it's 85. Holy shit. 85 bucks for a fucking wall charger. That shit is wild. Trumpflation, guys. It's Trumpflation. I discovered this just recently. Apparently, oh, by the way, can we fact check this? So, I've heard that, oh yeah. So, Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017 are scheduled to expire at the end of 2025. So, Trump enacted a law that included lower tax brackets, a higher standard deduction, and a boost to the child tax credit, among other changes. And basically, when people in America, it's Trumpists, MAGAs, that say that, oh my god, prices are horrible, it's because of the taxes. Biden fucked up the tax system and fucked up the prices. Just remember that the taxes that America currently has was enacted by Trump, and it's in effect until 2025. So Is that like a plan? Is that like a plan? You know, oh, I'm gonna fuck up the taxes in a way that it's gonna be a popular decision because lower taxes. Who doesn't like lower taxes? But it's gonna create a budget deficit that is going to be in full effect during the second term presidency that my opponent is gonna have, and I'm gonna hammer on that point. Like, I mean, it's smart, but at the same time, how smart is it if Trump thought that he's gonna win the second term? He would be. Hey, but by the end of his second term, would be like, I don't give a fuck anymore. You know, I'm elected on the second term. He would do everything to stay in power, but yeah. It's like, unironically, this is crazy that this is a fact. It is absolute fact, and half of the population in America does not believe this. What I'm about to tell you is a fact. It is absolute fact. You can check it. There's evidence, videos, and everything. And it's crazy to me that people just don't recognize it. There was a bill, right? There was a bill to put a limit on the amount of people that can cross the border in America, as well as, I believe, maybe like, not sure about the other thing, but like increase in the budget to border patrol or some shit. It's basically a bill designed to combat the mass immigration on the southern American border. There was a bill that was created by Democrats and Republicans, and the bill creators, people who wrote the bill, were among them were like the most conservative Republicans you can find. When the bill was in Congress to be voted on, Trump said that you can't vote for the bill to his Republican Party. And he said that if you're gonna vote for the bill, whoever's gonna vote, I'm gonna go to your state, I'm gonna campaign there, and you're not gonna be a senator anymore. You're gonna get fucked, okay? I'm just gonna push my own candidate, and all the Republicans gonna vote for him. You're gonna be fucked, so you better not fucking vote for it. And the bill is basically solved. The bill would solve the border crisis, but Trump didn't want that because he wanted to blame border crisis on Biden in the presidential race. So Trump blocked the bill that would solve the crisis. So only because he would talk about it and blame it on Biden and then solve it when he's the president. It's fucking wild shit. And MAGAs will never believe it, will never recognize it. You can give them any fucking fact, brainwashed. Why? Like, it's crazy to me that people... Listen, I'll give you an example. If there's gonna be some information that Zelensky did something horrible and like he's at fault, he fucked up about some major thing that, you know, maybe maybe he contributed to the beginning of the war somehow, you know, like direct action where he was like, I know this is the right decision, but I'm gonna veto it, or I'm gonna say no, or behind the scenes, whatever. If that such information would come out, I wouldn't like him. I wouldn't. And I know it's crazy, you know, whoa. But there's so many people that would just blindly like follow some dude. I just don't get it. Zelensky's cool, but not because he's Zelensky, but because of what he's doing. If he's gonna do some wild shit, I'm not gonna support that. It's just wild to me. It's just giga wild. Oh, by the way, this game is coming out.
Peggy 18. The
Listen.
Holy Roman Empire, 1403.
Listen, I played...
Panie, mój Boże, wysłuchaj mnie. Całe życie
it's in Polish. Why is it in
i
Polish?
ruchałem. Więcej razy paliłem kościoły niż byłem u spowiedzi. Wybacz swemu słudze. Wybacz. Wybacz i pozwól mi jeszcze tylko raz wykastrować tych bezbożnych skurwysynów!
Kurwa. Wybacz is
to the
sorry,
first
it's also
look
in
at the
Ukrainian like that.
gameplay of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, dude. By the way, it looks exactly like the first game. I played the first game, and it was pretty interesting in the beginning. But then, when you learn how to use the sword and you learn the skills and different moves, you can just like solo like entire fucking like battalions, entire fucking armies. I don't know. It became like too easy, and then I was like, I don't care.
A unique action RPG with a vast, realistic open world and a grand cinematic story.
I wouldn't say I'm a big fan of like
As the young
first-person
lad Henry,
RPGs.
you will embark on an unforgettable journey through the beautiful but brutal world of the late Middle Ages.
And there was also like the
Our task for
navigation.
this quest-
The navigation in the first game was a little bit fucking hectic to me. Sometimes you just want to like go from here to here, but this would be like so thick you can't actually go through it. Probably not in this particular case, but it would be like a constant problem for me, where I would have to like have these like big fucking loops.
Is to find 2 men-at-arms.
Fellas, hold your noses.
Back to our good
This looks
lad
exactly like the first game. You know.
Please, good man. I need some help.
Okay. It's just the first game, but with more like new stuff on the same game. I don't know. I want games to look fucking like cool, dude. I want games to look hyper realistic. Have you seen that fucking? Dude, have you seen this shit? I want my new games to look like this, okay? This is just a mod for Cyberpunk. But, like, I want my games to look like I'm there. I want it to be like a fucking video, dude. And it's just a mod, right? I mean, here you can you can see that this is a video game, but it's like in different cars and shit. Yeah, anyway, I remember seeing something like, and not even oh, I remember seeing this. From the back, it looks like a fucking video. It looked like a video. I thought it was like real for a second. I was like, what the fuck? And the car, well, the shadows are kind of fucked up here, so it would be a little bit better on the shadows. But yeah, this looks, what the fuck? This looks like a video, dude. I mean, the camera movement kind of helps and shit, but yeah, some of these things you have to like, wait, that's a video game? I remember the first time I had an experience like that. I think it was GTA 4 with a realistic mod. Of course, it would look like fucking ass if you would GTA 4 realistic mod. Let's take a look. Yeah. Back then, you would look at this and you would be like, "Oh my god. Oh my god, this looks like a real life." Back then. Now it's very clear that it's, you know, 3 FPS doesn't help. Yeah, I mean, 3 FPS doesn't really help, but you get the idea. Video games still get rubber and skin wrong. Well, depends on the game. Modern games that came out in like the last like year or two. Cyberpunk came out a while ago. But like modern AAA games, I think like the last modern game I played was like, I would say like really modern, was God of War Ragnarok. I think they're doing skin pretty well. I mean, it looks like really good.
You know, I've been making videos for 12 years.
I need a cutscene. After fighting the bear, I think.
Atreus! 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 Atreus!
What?
I mean, this guy is fucking blue, covered in ash. And this is like a what? PS5 gameplay? Yeah, we need some. Anyway, maybe I'm tripping, dude.
Focus.
I mean, this game looks really good.
Running?
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, fuck it. Whatever, dude. Listen, sometimes I get recommended like demo videos, technology demo videos, where CGI artists, game developers test like a thing in like Unreal Engine. Usually it's Unreal Engine, and you can see some wild shit. The last thing that kind of like I was incredibly not surprised, but like I don't know if I'll be able to find it. So like Liquid Simulation. Oh, by the way, I played Senua. What is it, like Senua Hellblade 2. Oh, this moment. This, I was like, wow, they did water. Okay, if you don't know, Hellblade games are pretty much what I would call a tech demo. They're fucking boring as fuck, and they're short as fuck, and they're not worth your money. If you want to play a game, this is not a game for you. If you want to look at some cool shit, you can play this. This was the moment where I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. There's a water simulation in engine.
She has been chosen. Fargrimr saw it.
I mean, YouTube video doesn't do it
The part
justice,
of
I
her she
guess.
keeps hidden, pushed
Fucking up
down,
the
covered with silence.
fucking up the
too.
bitrate and shit. But this was pretty cool. Like, it's an actual like water simulation. Like the water, like actually flows down into the cave, across the rocks, across the terrain. Look here as well. It kind of like drips out, flows a little bit, and just gets sucked.
Fargrimr saw it.
And then when you go through, you
The
still
part of
see
her
the
she
water
keeps
flow
hidden,
down.
pushed down, covered with
That was pretty cool. That was a pretty cool thing. I think more modern. Yeah, they don't really do it, right? They don't really do it in games because it's probably like very taxing on your system and shit. But I understand why, but still, I thought it was really cool. I thought it was a really cool thing. All right. enough, or maybe not. I bet you've seen like a lot of photorealistic demos. Was it like... This is a tutorial. I don't give a fuck about tutorial. Oh yeah, this is like shit like this. So it's like rendered in real time. Or like, there's also there's also like this technology that is available in Unreal Engine called Nanite. And it can basically allow you to have infinitely big worlds without like tax on your system. Before in games you would need to have a draw distance, and with this thing you don't need a draw distance anymore. It's just like all like, it's like a plugin, and it does it seamlessly. You can instantly teleport through the world or go as fast as you can, and the engine is just gonna render things in higher or lower resolution automatically on the fly. So basically things that are in the back are way lower resolution, but because they're so small you don't see it. And even things that are in front of you, like that rock for example on the right, if you go very close to it, it's gonna like start rendering like 8K fucking, like you go close to it and it just becomes way more detailed. You know, like with fucking eyes, like the way eyes work. And it's cool as fuck. Because what you can do in a video game basically is you can have as big of a world as you want, and you can instantly transport from any point. No loading screens, no nothing. Just instant fucking shit. That's fucking crazy. Light simulation, of course, with RTX is pretty cool as well. I've seen, they showed this one day ago. They remastered Half-Life 2 with RTX. And you're like, oh, I mean, okay, it still looks like an older game. But then they show you how it looks without it. And it was like fucking ass, bro. Yeah, that is a big difference. I mean, they also updated models as well. Isn't it funny, fucking crazy that some like fucking AI bullshit is more stable and better than just like regular stuff? It's just fucking wild. I remember when DLSS first came out, people were like, that's gonna look like ass, it's never gonna become better. You can't get FPS for free. You can. And it even looks better than without it now. And then I saw a little bit of a gameplay for Half-Life, and I'm like, damn, this game was fun. This game was fucking fun, for sure. It was fun, and when it came out, people were like, wow. People were blown away, dude. I muted myself. The new thing also came out called Flux, which is a free image generator that doesn't have any restrictions. Well, maybe porn, but I don't know.
The current state of the AI industry is just like your typical high school experience.
People started using it because the first big platform that integrated Flux was actually Twitter. Elon Musk has its AI called Grok, which is stupid shit. But anyway, Grok uses Flux now. and it can generate realistic images. I'm not sure if it's this
output
Flux.
diversity of the results, you can just see that understanding of the human anatomy, like girl laying on the grass, will freely generate celebrities.
Oh yeah, you can generate like Trump. You can do whatever the fuck you want
some
with
of the
Flux.
most complex and crazy prompts, and even able to generate photo verifications.
Oh, and people started doing this, where it's like verification pics and selling nudes online. I don't know if they're using Flux for that.
Problematic right now.
There's definitely like AI porn, so I bet you could do it. I bet you could create a girl, a fake girl, pretend that she's real, and just generate AI porn and sell it on OnlyFans.
Pro Model is only available through APIs as they want to keep it as their source of income, which makes sense if you look at what happened to Stability AI, but it is available for commercial use. On the other hand, if you want to use Flux and run it locally, the next best model you can get is the Flux Dev model. It is an open weights model, meaning that only the model weights and its inference code are open sourced. It still obtains strong quality and
Pro Dev.
that only the model weights and its inference code are open sourced. It still obtains strong quality and prompt following capabilities as it is a distilled model from its Pro model. However, the problem with distilled models is that since it is fine-tuned on Pro model's results, it is harder to steer as its core capabilities are not as solid because the distillation process is like you training a smaller model to...
Okay, this is a little bit too much. Another AI generated thing that I wanted to show you is basically this cute anime girl is completely AI generated.
Let's try this beautiful community. I'm so blessed with your support. Analytically, it's very important to understand this about how Putin strategizes through Ukraine's Kursk invasion. And what we've got to understand is that any decision Putin makes, for instance, a decision about pulling troops from Donetsk back into Kursk, is made through the prism of a principle. And that principle is the ungovernability of the Ukrainian state. That is Putin's strategic priority. It's a greater priority than freeing Russian territory or evicting Ukraine from Russian territory. Moreover, if Putin, for some reason, concluded that having Ukrainian troops on Russian territory undermined the medium-term governability of the Ukrainian state, he'd be happy to take that option. That's a very important principle through the prism of which Putin reacts to the situation as it develops. So the answer to the question, is Putin giving up on Kursk, is no, not at all. It's just important to see what his strategic priority is. And a final remark just for today, beautiful community.
It's fucking hilarious that Putin cares about Ukraine more than he cares about Russia in a fucked up way.
Any public intellectual, including a very minor one like I am at the moment, who feels positive about the world has a responsibility to communicate that. And you can see in my eyes that I do. Lots and lots of love.
I mean, he was staring to my soul this whole fucking video, so I don't know what he was trying to communicate there, but, right.
A lot of new developments in the Kursk direction. Here, Ukrainians have conducted a large-scale drone strike on Russian military airfields, severely impacting Russia's aerial capabilities.
Oh, that's true. We're gonna dive deeper into that. It's super fun. By the way, their fucking big oil depot that we hit is still burning, 4th day.
Moreover, Ukrainians
going for a record.
Immediately leveraged this success to initiate the first attacks in their westward offensive, pushing their forces closer to a decisive breakthrough. Firstly, Ukrainian officials stated that Russian forces had increased the number of glide bomb strikes on the Sumy region in Ukraine to approximately 40 to 50 strikes per day. Russians targeted various Ukrainian infrastructure in an attempt to undermine Ukrainian logistics and troop movements. Unfortunately for Russians, Ukrainians retaliated. The Ukrainian General Staff reported that they conducted a large-scale drone strike against Russian airfields in Kursk, Voronezh, Borysoglebsk and Savasleika. The combined operation of the Ukrainian Security Service, military intelligence and armed forces targeted Russian air bases that were actively used to conduct glide bomb strikes from. The Ukrainian General Staff reported that the strikes targeted aircraft, repair facilities, fuel storage, and warehouses with ammunition, which likely indicates Russian glide bombs. Satellite footage of the Borsoglebsk airfield shows Ukrainians destroyed and damaged several hangars where aircraft were being repaired and maintained, along with one damaged and one destroyed Russian Su-35 fighter plane stationed out in the open. While no satellite footage of the other Ukrainian strikes has yet become available, local residents around the Savaslyka airfield reported hearing over 10 distinct explosions.
Damn, I thought his fucking
Additional geolocated footage indicates that Ukrainians destroyed a MiG-31 supersonic interceptor here, able to carry air-launched Kinzhal ballistic missiles, widely used to bomb Ukrainian cities. This was not the only recent Ukrainian strike, as a post by a Russian journalist indicates that Ukrainians hit a Russian training base with HIMARS, as he complains that Russian forces still use training bases within Ukrainian striking distance. Additionally, Russian soldiers continue to be forced to gather in the open yard in the morning to wait to be addressed by their commander, making these Russian military bases an even more attractive target for Ukrainians.
What a great practice.
Russian sources published a video allegedly showing that they managed to track down and destroy a Ukrainian HIMARS system. However, Ukrainians have been using decoy inflatable mock-ups of high-value military equipment for years. A Ukrainian soldier shared a photo of such an inflatable HIMARS mock-up, seemingly at the exact location of the Russian strike, meaning Russians likely hit a decoy again. As you know from a previous report, Ukrainians had identified a weak spot in the Russian lines to the west and were preparing to strike. What makes this area even more challenging to hold for Russians is that it is entirely surrounded by Ukrainian forces from 3 sides and separated from the rest of Russian territory by a river. Notably, there are only 3 bridges over this river that Russians can use to...
Yeah, basically a lot of people are saying that Russians in this area could possibly be surrounded because they're cut off. And there's around 3,000 to 4,000 personnel in this little area.
Resupply their forces here.
It's not little, but...
At Karich, Zvanoye, and Glushkovo. Ukrainians understood this and over the last 2 days launched a series of strikes on these bridges, destroying them in the process. The Ukrainian Air Force released footage of 2 of these strikes, showing them...
I mean, they could run to Belarusian territory, probably, right?
Finishing off the Glushkovo bridge after HIMARS had previously damaged it and destroying the Zvanye bridge with a similar bomb. While no footage has yet been released of the destruction of the Karich bridge...
Oh, maybe they can't, I'm sorry, that's... Where is this? Oh, they can't. It's us everywhere. It's basically over here. So, whoops. They're surrounded from 3 sides, and it's like 1, 2, and 3 basically. And there's a river here. So, seems like they're fucked.
Russian sources reported that the bridge was under fire by Ukrainian rockets and artillery. With all the bridges over the Sim River destroyed, Russian forces are now completely cut off from friendly reinforcements and logistics. While satellite footage shows that Russians have set up a pontoon bridge, even Russian military analysts know that this is pointless, as the new pontoon bridge remains well within Ukrainian artillery range and...
not only artillery range, there's numerous videos now where we hit pontoon bridge with FPV drones and it's just a bunch of fucking destroyed equipment. You know, it's awesome. It's great. We don't even have to attack those Russians yet. Let's just let Russians build these pontoon bridges, throw more equipment, and just sacrifice even more equipment, and never get those guys out.
And expect it to be destroyed soon.
Fog.
With the bridges destroyed and Russians effectively cut off from their logistics, Ukrainians launched a reconnaissance in-force operation on the settlement of Tetkino to test Russian defenses and willingness to fight. Ukrainians quickly captured the western bank of the Sim River in its entirety, as well as...
Oh shit. Well, no will to fight detected. Proceed with the assault.
As numerous positions in the town itself.
Oh shit, what?
On the western bank, Russians quickly retreated back to the settlement and blew up 2 minor crossing points as soon as Ukrainians launched their attacks. While this temporarily secured the Russian northern flank against Ukrainian assaults, the Russian southern flank remains completely open. This was also most definitely not the main Ukrainian offensive in this direction, as there were no heavy clashes, and Ukrainians seemingly only took up preliminary positions in the town to test the Russian strength. Additionally, the fact that Russians immediately retreated and gave up on their positions on the western bank indicates that Russians are not in a position to put up significant resistance and are likely to either surrender or be quickly destroyed by a more significant Ukrainian attack. Lastly, at the Russian 2024 Army exhibition, Russian developers presented a new electronic warfare system meant for helicopters. This comes shortly after Ukrainians destroyed 2 Russian attack helicopters with FPV drones during the Kursk offensive. The new Volnores-X anti-drone aviation system is supposed to protect Russian helicopters against Ukrainian drones by creating a 100-meter disruption zone around the aircraft. Interestingly, Ukrainians recently captured an intact Volnores electronic warfare system meant for armored vehicles in the Kursk region. Ukrainians state that the manual captured alongside the system did not note any technical specifics about the system. However, as it was captured fully intact, it may be dissected and used for research purposes to find possible weaknesses that may be used to circumnavigate the effect.
Yeah, I mean, you just learn the frequency, right? And how it switches frequency, what kind of frequencies it can have, what kind of frequencies it can produce, and just use different frequencies.
Of the disruption zone. Overall, these last few days were characterized by supporting actions in preparation for a larger offensive to the west of the current breakthrough. Ukrainians launched the largest strike on Russian military aviation since the beginning of the war to undermine Russian air operations that could endanger their coming offensive. Similarly, Ukrainians fully cut off Russian logistics to more than 30 settlements under the river. With the initial intensity of Russian resistance in Tetkino being small, Ukrainians will likely soon launch a second offensive and add over 600 square kilometers of Russian territory to their current gains.
Opa. Interesting. That was interesting, guys, don't you think? Penis. That's Russia sucking currently. Oh my god, Russians sucking penis? That's news. Not really. Okay. Guys. The news. Bro, our fucking news, Ukrainian news are using like AI for thumbnails. Look, AI Putin getting mad. Cringe. Dude, these thumbnails are fucking so dog shit. Fucking Christ. Alright. Alright, what do we have? What do we have? Oh, today in 1968, there was a Soviet invasion into Czechoslovakia. That shit was wild, yeah. Okay, let's take a look. DNC was a lady last night. Yep, there was a Democrat National Convention. They had turned down for what? Dude, I don't know what's his little John. Joe Biden said at the Democratic National Convention in Chicago that Kamala Harris would never bow down. She would hold the line to Putin like Trump if she wins the US presidential election. Yeah, no shit, obviously. Wow. Trump offered Elon Musk a cabinet position or an advisory post in his administration if he wins the US presidential election. Did he say if he wins, or? Trump said that Kamala Harris declined the debates on the 4th of September. I don't know if that's true. Maybe. It's classified. Obama was pretty cool. Yeah, Obama was pretty cool. I like his... My favorite Obama moment is we're building Iron Man. He has such a great comedic timing, too.
Today I am joined by researchers who invent some of the most advanced metals on the planet, designers who are modeling prototypes in the digital cloud, folks from the Pentagon who help to support their work. Basically, I'm here to announce that we're building Iron Man.
I'm going to blast off in a second.
This has been a secret project we've been working on for a long time. Not really. Maybe. It's classified.
Punch after punch after punch, dude. What a charming dude. What a great guy. He also said something funny about like how they changed the naming from Obamacare to the what is it called? Fucking Healing Social Healthcare Act or some shit. Obamacare was so cool, kind of rolled off the tongue. Affordable Care Act, yeah, right. All right. What do we have? Some other bullshit. Couple of villages in Russia evacuate. Blah, blah, blah. The 400 ounces of gold cost now $1 million. Gold became more expensive by 20% from the beginning of 2024. That's crazy. That's crazy shit. Wow. People do be investing into gold. Yeah, that's a thing. So this was yesterday, but it's still on fire. An oil depot in Proletarsk of the Rostov region cannot be, they just can't stop it. It just burns. It just can't stop it, dude. They couldn't stop it yesterday. They couldn't stop it today. At this point, I'm just confused. How come it's still burning? How is that real? How is that possible? Okay, you can't drown it in the water. You can't drowse it. You can't put it out. Can't you like unload the oil from the barrels? From the storage? It's kind of weird, man. The commander of the Ukrainian Air Force, Mykola Oleshchuk, showed how a Ukrainian fighter jet hits the enemy in the Kursk direction with a French awesome hammer-guided aerial bomb. They hit an underground command post. Damn, bro, the fucking tunnels, huh? Damn. Went right in. Burns from the below, basically. Can't be secure underground, even. Petr Pavel says that Ukraine can join NATO with temporarily occupied territories. Czech president. This is not really news to anyone. Russia did try, and I think that was a Russian propaganda. What would we call them? Russian propaganda. Project to convince people that Ukraine cannot possibly be part of NATO as long as the war is going on. It's not in the NATO statute. They don't have a provision like that. That if you're in the current conflict, you can't join NATO. That's not a thing. You know why? Because that'd be pretty fucking retarded to have something like that in your fucking statute. Because it means that as long as there's like territory dispute, you can never, like, it's just so stupid. It's just so stupid. So I previously was talking about this, and I gave you two examples how Greece and Turkey have a territory dispute about the Cyprus. He gave a different example. He mentioned an example of Germany, when the western part of the Germany was accepted into NATO back in 1955. Says, therefore, I believe that there is both a technical and a legal solution, well, not only a solution, a precedent, to allow Ukraine to join NATO without bringing NATO into conflict with the Russian Federation. So, yeah, Germany is like actually a much better example because it's like a direct one-to-one situation. They didn't have like a war going on between West and East Germany, but technically speaking, it was an occupied territory, right? Russia, Soviet Union then gave it back, you know, thanks to the like not complete degeneracy of the leaders at the time. There's still a chance that Russia, you know, Putin's gonna die and some fucking normal thinking humanoid looking orc is gonna agree with us, you know, years down the line. But what's up? Zelensky announced that Ukraine is preparing to launch a new institution to counter Russian propaganda abroad. I don't know what the fuck that means, but I guess maybe our own bots. You know what? I got banned on TikTok recently, and I think that every social media platform should just disable comments. They're useless. They do not provide any fucking value. Okay? It just makes me mad, and I want to call people fucking retards, and I get banned for that. That's bullshit. I don't like that. I do not like that. Remove the comments. Okay. He says, this new institution will deal with the protection of the common interests of Ukrainians as a nation, as well as maintain the connection of Ukrainians abroad with Ukraine. Oh, shit! I completely misunderstood what the fuck is it's going to be. This is going to be like an institution what Jews have. But then you can't call people retards? Yeah, but then you don't see them. You don't see that they're retarded. I think you can hide I think you can hate tweet just fine. You mean like Twitter? I'm okay with Twitter. Twitter is like a comment platform. I'm okay with Reddit as well. I don't think that they should remove comments. They're the platform about the comments, really. I just think that platforms like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all that shit doesn't need comments, really. It doesn't need comments. Maybe if you're like a personal account and you have just your friends and your friends just say something on your photos, I guess. But people don't even do that anymore. What was the last time you've seen one of your friends comment on anything you've posted? First of all, you don't have any friends. And second of all, you don't post anything. I'm in the second category. I won't comment on Patreon ever again. No, you should. You should, actually. But Patreon is like a closed thing. There's no fucking idiots there, you know? Saying some dumb bot propaganda shit. That is fine. I like that you're commenting on Patreon. Guys, subscribe to my Patreon and do comment, please. I actually like reading your comments, and I actually reply to them. You know? So yeah. My grandma's friends always tell me nice things in the comments. If I was 30 years younger, I would fuck the shit out of him. Something like that. Anyway, basically he says that the institution will protect the common interests of Ukrainians as a nation abroad, inside and abroad of Ukraine. Institutions will appear in Poland, Germany, Bulgaria, Czech Republic, Czechia, Italy, Slovakia, and France. Well, we need more. We need it all across the world. Man, that would be cool, dude. Something like what Jews have, you know, when there's like anti-Semitism online even. They will like actually get your ass. They'll get you fired. They'll contact people. They're an institution. They'll even fucking sue and shit like that. That's fucking based. I want the same shit. That seems like dope fucking shit. My country will like not only like protect me abroad, they're gonna tell they're gonna tell other people that fucking talking shit about me is bad. Holy shit, that's based, bro. Holy shit, you talk shit about Ukrainians, lose your job, bitch. Fuck you, Giga Chad. I like it. Well done. What is it called? What is the Jewish thing called? Where they protect the interests of like combatantisemitism.org or something like that. Guys, recently I showed you a TikTok, maybe a couple of weeks ago. I showed you a TikTok with an 8 kilowatt FPV drone. I don't even know how the fuck that like, I mean, some wild fucking battery on that bitch. The Ukrainian troops, I now have this in their arsenal. Goes up to 264 kilometers an hour. Holy shit, that shit is like from the future, dude. Like it's like a fucking pew pew laser. Sounds like it. Anyway, that's fucking cool. 262, it can catch up to like helicopters and shit. It's nice to see the Russian Orthodox Church got kicked out of Ukraine. We're trying to get them out of Moldova as well. There's going to reports. There's priests visit Moscow. And yeah. We banned it. Now the president's gonna sign it very soon, I'm sure. And however, we have this thing in that law that basically says that they have 9 months to sever all the connections with Russia, and they will be allowed to like stay basically. I don't know how the fuck is that gonna work, but we should have just fucking banned it and fucking be done with it. But we probably had some maybe pushback or maybe some pressure from the West that is like, oh, it's against free speech and shit like that. So yeah, so I think we found a middle ground. I've heard some experts, or I don't know, say that we wanted to do this earlier, but we couldn't because, you know, West was kind of like, probably you shouldn't ban like religious expression. We understand it's like with Russia, but not all of them is FSB and blah blah blah. And it's like now we found this point where our attack on Russia distracts from this. There's elections in America. Election period, not election yet. You know, we're kind of like doing it while there's a lot of shit going on, and it's like, oh, whoops, we already passed it. See ya. We also passed something else. I don't remember. I'll read it. I'll read it to you. And it's like part of the thing that we need to pass to join EU. God, I want to be part of EU so I wouldn't have to pay double tax. Oh my god, so I could just buy shit. Oh, that would be so fucking cool. Because I hate this fucking, like, import tax. Fucking sucks. Yeah, basically up to 3,000 Russians could be trapped in a cauldron. These fucking names, bro. In the Kursk region after the bridges were blown up, writes analysts at Build. 5 kilometers away from getting entrapped. Rusendrot ein Kesselung. Whatever. In Warsaw, environmental activists block traffic on a flooded highway. That's smart. Very smart. Smartest thing eco activists ever did in their life. Ironically enough, this is actually true because when they protest and block the traffic, like they're actually harming the world, and this is the only time they did the least amount of harm. Well done. A video of strikes by FPV drones on engineering transport of Russians, which provided transportation and deployment of the pontoon crossings. That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been telling you guys, that there's just straight up FPV drones striking engineering equipment that goes to, through, and near the pontoon bridges. The music choice is always so strange. Czechia will buy ammunition for Ukraine at the expense of frozen Russian funds. Not missiles. The Czech, they froze them in place. The Czech defense minister announced about 1.4 billion euros will be used by Ministry of Defense of the Czech Republic to purchase the ammunition. The report is kind of different, depending on the publication. Some say that they're using the frozen funds. Some say that they're going to use the profit that they received from the frozen funds. I don't know how much, I don't know how much money is invested by Russia into Czech national banks or Czech papers or whatever, that they would have 1.4 billion euros of just profit from the Russian money. That seems like way too much. Didn't the whole EU have like 2 billion euros of profits in the 2 years? Am I tripping? Was it way more? 1.4 billion seems like a lot. We want Ukraine to join the EU as well? Oh yeah, it would be very beneficial, simply just economically, yeah. I mean, it's probably gonna kill your agricultural industry. You would need to deal with the farmers somehow. They're gonna get real upset. And transportation industry, yeah? That would be difficult. But you know, those people can work different jobs, and your economy still would be boosted in the country. You would have to deal with those people though. There's a lot of Russians in Czechia. Well, I don't think that Russian government necessarily invests money in countries that just have a lot of Russians. I don't think that's how it works. So yeah, 265 parliamentarians in Ukraine voted in favor of banning Russian Orthodox Church. 29 were against. I already know their names. I remember their faces. Mostly like known Russia supporter individuals that are currently still not in prison because they're being very careful about what they say, and who knows what kind of information about them, and who has the proof of them doing illegal shit. So technically, perhaps, maybe we're just gathering enough evidence to put them in jail forever. So I don't know. Also allow people living in Ukraine and vice versa. Yeah, I guess, but that's not. I don't really give a fuck. For example, regarding that specifically. I don't plan to like live in any other country really. I don't really have like a desire to move to a different country. So maybe just like traveling, like, but I hate traveling. Maybe just like, I don't know, for a trip or something. But we already could do it for a trip, so I don't really give a fuck. Another cool thing that we passed, our parliament adopted a bill. Now, there's 0 people against it. Basically, that says that if you had any kind of award, a medal, a status, or anything like that, like a hero of Ukraine, for example, and you did something against national interests, we can take that away. It's fucking crazy that we didn't have that in our law. That basically what happened is throughout the years, presidents and other fucking people, I think it's presidents, especially Yanukovych, he was just giving away the shit to his friends, and they would be all like heroes of Ukraine. And if you're a hero of Ukraine, you're entitled to a pension, and it's a substantial pension. So imagine a situation where a oligarch gets money from Ukraine because he's a hero of Ukraine, and he would live in Russia and would like talk shit about Ukraine and support Putin and pay taxes in Russia and give them money, and he's an oligarch and banned in the whole world because he's a Russian prostitute, fucking bitch ass fucker, and we're paying him money. That is crazy, dude. So finally that shit is done. Can't do that anymore. So basically we're like, okay, you bitch ain't the hero anymore and stuff like that. So we're just gonna be taking that away. Well done. Well done. Took a while though. There's been an explosion in one of the Ukrainian cities, Ternopil. The level of chlorine in the air exceeds the norm by 4 to 10 times. Residents of the city are advised not to go outside and close their windows. A fire broke out at an industrial facility in Ternopil last night as a result of a Russian attack. Some of my co-workers are from Ternopil, and they were saying, yeah, shit's wild. They like closing their windows and shit. It's like, yeah, air is bad. Ukrainian military continues real decommunization inside Russia.
Wenn die Sonja russisch tanzt, ist man gleich verliebt, weil es keine schöne Frau als die Sonja gibt. Ja, wenn die Sonja russisch tanzt, fühlt man ihre Glut. Wolga, Wodka, Kaukasus liegen ihren Blut. Sogar der Wladimir, das alte Trommel.
Well done, bro. Fuck 'em, dude. US and China signed an agreement on cooperation in the field of financial stability. Honestly, sounds like something ChatGPT would generate. I don't think this does anything, really. I think it's just like, whatever. Basically, they just trade phone numbers and said, if you have questions. No, seriously, this is what they did. Two sides exchanged contact lists on financial stability issues during the 5th meeting of so-called financial working group. Yeah, you can call this number if you have questions, basically. A TP-Link routers may be recognized as a threat to U.S. national security, says U.S. national security. Okay. Yeah, I mean, imagine having a Chinese router or like something. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, they spy on the traffic 100%. Remember how was this? Remember how I was saying? Remember how I was saying that Azerbaijan was, you know, really smart about like taking back their territory. They did it in one day. That's, you know, really smart thing they did. That's about that. That's about the last smart thing they did. Azerbaijan and Armenia finally switched places. Baku, the capital of Azerbaijan, submitted an application to join the BRICS. Good one. Good one. Shaking hands with a dictator. What a fucking dumb motherfucker. Fuck you. You're gonna karma's gonna get you, motherfucker. The founder of the German ultra-left party, surprise, announced plans to seek the lifting of the embargo on oil from Russian Federation. How do Germans even allow these motherfuckers? Dude, she looks like a wax figure. A pretty much Russian state actor in your government. That is crazy. You guys are wildin'. This guy is doing some cool shit. China sharply cut oil purchases from Russia after she met with Putin. Cool. They cut their purchases by 30%. Good. I don't need to know why. Well, they're basically getting it from Middle East now. More oil from there. Pro-Russia sentiment is predominant in East Germany. Yeah, what do you mean? Yeah, of course. Is that just really surprising to you? Don't let that shit turn into, you know, it's a cancerous growth. Cut it out. General Sitski reported that the armed forces of Ukraine control 1,263 square kilometers of territory in the Kursk region and 93 settlements. That's the map that was shown. Based. Plus 2 more tanks captured in the Kursk region by Ukrainian troops, T-62M and T-90M. Blazed. The video of the pile of engineering equipment of the Russians scattered near the river where they tried to build pontoons. Look at that shit. Engineering equipment is serious shit. There's something moving there. Is gonna attack it or what? The oil is still burning in Russia. There's 2 things you can look at forever. 3 things, maybe. Like how fire burns, how water flows, and how Russian oil depots getting destroyed. A Ukrainian pharmaceutical manufacturer, Darnica. By the way, I bought their pills. Look at that. You see this word, this other word, Darnica, this one. See it? It says Darnica. I'm pill maxing, guys. This is it. You can see the same. It looks the same. So, they entered the New Zealand market with drugs for the heart and kidneys. Ukrainian pharmaceutical company Darnica has registered its drug in New Zealand. It was not chosen by chance. New Zealand is a country with very strict rules regarding quality of medicine. Registration in this country means Darnica drugs meet the highest standards of safety and effectiveness. Good shit. Dude, there's this very harmful, in my opinion, idea that people in Ukraine have, especially older people, which is fucking interesting to me because they are constantly saying, oh, how good of a quality everything was in USSR. It wasn't. But basically the notion that everything that is made inside Ukraine is like low, bad quality. I don't share that sentiment. I buy our pharmaceuticals. I support big pharma industry. Okay, I support big pharma in Ukraine. It's not a very big package, but I support big pharma in Ukraine because I'm not a fucking retard, bro. Just look at the fucking what's inside. It's the same chemical, okay, but just 10 times cheaper. This shit was like $2, 10 pills. Anti-allergy, antihistamine pills. Loratadine. That's what I got. I'm gonna be taking them. Not right now, but I got that, and I also got Montelukast, which is, I don't know. This ChatGPT told me this. Oh, it is Montelukast, I guess. You can only purchase this with a recipe. I did it without. I guess that shit doesn't. Yeah, I guess that doesn't work in Ukraine. That don't matter. You know, I just asked ChatGPT if there's anything I can do with my allergies, but I'm already taking antihistamines. So he recommended me better antihistamines. I don't know, I was taking Levzirin. Australia? What's the difference? What's the difference? I'll ask ChatGPT. I'm super curious right now. Was I taking some bullshit? I was taken oh, it is a good. It is the second generation antihistamine drug. Okay. That's fine. Well, I got this one just in case. Well, anyway. Yeah, ChatGPT is smart. I was basically taken, so guys, if you have seasonal allergies, this is a ChatGPT PhD doctor advice, okay? I didn't come up with this, ChatGPT did. So basically, there's this type of drug called antihistamine. Histamine is like one of the bullshit, I don't know, I'm kind of making this up, but it's like half correct. You can fact check me if you want. So, antihistamine blocks the histamine inside your body, which is responsible for producing an allergic reaction to things. So, an allergic reaction, if you didn't know, is basically an irritant that your body thinks is poison, and it fights it with the immune system. And what is actually fucked up is not the irritant, but your body's reaction. What basically happens is your body's retarded, and it's like, that is poison, we're gonna die, we need to attack it. And that's not good, actually. It's stupid, okay? So antihistamines help you block histamines, or some other bullshit. Anyway, it helps you with the allergy. But you can also take it as a sleeping pill. So it's the same principle, basically. So you can take this, better if you take this before going to sleep, to alleviate allergy symptoms. Now, you can also put a spray in your nose that is like corticosteroid spray. It also does some like thing that, you know, it also helps. However, there's another thing. I thought that this is it. Okay? There's also actual treatments you can go through to fix your allergies permanently, and you should do that. Unfortunately, you can't do that during allergy season, so you have to do it after the allergy season. But you're not the only one, so expect a lot of people do the same. So if you don't have access to private clinics, and you know, you might be fucked in a queue for months. There's also Montelukast. This is a different type of medicine that is actually prescribed if you have allergies and asthma. It can also alleviate asthma symptoms. And it's like another thing. And you can use both. You can use Montelukast, and you can use the antihistamine drugs to just kind of like make it better. And it works. It does work. As soon I asked ChatGPT, because I'm like, bro, I already took histamine drug. I put a spray in my nose. I go outside 30 minutes. I think this is like the biggest. I think this is like the hottest point in the allergy in the you know worst time for the allergy season for me. I go outside. I take the shit, and in 30 minutes. My nose is like super fucking itchy, and I'm fucking like, I feel like my face is swelling up. So I took this thing, and it pretty much instantly, it was like 15 minutes, and my nose is not as itchy. I don't have like runny nose. I don't really have runny nose, but it just kind of like gets a little bit puffy. Yeah, it helps. It helped me out today. I don't want to like abuse these pills. I asked ChatGPT if you can drink these pills every day. I've been told by some doctor that you can't, but she's fucking pretty stupid, so I don't trust her. ChatGPT told me that you can. There's no like long-lasting side effects if you consume like 1 tablet a day. Don't do more than that, but you can do it every day for seasonal allergies. So don't get accustomed to it. I don't know what the fuck that means. If I don't have allergy, I'm not taking stuff I don't need. I'm not fucking stupid, you know? Same with the sprays. I just don't spray my nose. I don't know how people are like, oh my god, I'm accustomed to the spray in the nose. Why? Don't. Why would you do something that you don't have to? Anyway. ChatGPT told me you can take this every day. I'm probably not gonna take this every day because I don't go outside every day. I close my fucking windows and my AC is running 24/7. I don't fucking go out. And when I don't go out, I feel good, so I feel fine. So I don't know if I need to take this every time, but I might just take it, you know. I might just take it tomorrow just to see if I'm gonna feel like even better, you know. Anyway, recently there's been a lot of information about Germany's not providing military assistance to Ukraine. Scholz, a fucking week or two later, there's a pharmacological tolerance. That's not a real thing. Scholz commented on media publications regarding German military aid to Ukraine. He said that Germany will continue to support Ukraine, in particular with the help of a loan of 50 billion euros within the framework of the Group of Seven. Scholz said that Germany was and remains the country that provides the most aid to Ukraine among European states. Makes sense. I mean, you're, what is it? 4th economy in the world? USA, China, Japan, Germany? Is that right? There's a little interesting infographic about what Ukraine's goals are in the operation. I don't know how it's just experts talking, but basically this is Sudzha, this is Kursk, this is like main roads that Ukrainian troops can take and develop their advances deeper inside Russia. Little 3D model. It's not 3D, but okay. When I read this, I was upset that this is a real thing that happened, and I wanted to share with you my frustration. Dozens of flights were canceled in Japan. In an airport of Hokkaido Prefecture, 36 flights were canceled, and 201 more were rescheduled. You may ask, Tupsenma, what happened? A pair of scissors went missing from a shop near the gate. That's the reason. They found them the next day in the same shop, but airport officials said the temporary restrictions were imposed due to fears of a possible terrorist attack. Listen, maybe after Japan was nuked twice, they have these like molecularly charged atomic scissors. As soon as you snap them together, they're gonna produce a fucking nuclear explosion. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? A pair of scissors? Can you even kill anyone with a pair of scissors? Maybe you like stab them in the neck or a fucking head. Like, what the fuck? Dozens of flights? That is crazy. And 200 were delayed. Thousands of passengers. That is crazy shit. That is the soyest fucking shit I've read in a while. Anyway, More explosions on the Russian oil depot. Nice. Good shit. Let's watch a couple of memes and get back to news.
Fuck it.
That's his dog, bro. Wait, taxi driver was fine with that? What's happening? They're
La
drunk?
municipalidad haciéndose cargo de las mancanas que hacen.
Uh-oh. What the fuck?
Just a bit too light.
How do... I would... Dude. I would never do this. How could people allow and do it? How can you eat in the car? Filthy fucking animal. Would never allow anyone to fucking do that in my fucking car.
Right.
Whoa, let's go, dude.
Fais ici. C'est exactement comme ça qu'il faut ouvrir.
Pezzo di merda. Toh.
It's gonna hit something.
Copy.
Preguntarle cómo está funcionando, si con normalidad, con demora.
Brisket with the spoon. Brisket with the spoon. Come on, man. Boom.
Oh shit!
Paps on X Games mode out here, boys. Oh, fuck, Brandon. Who's calling? Who called? Oh, okay, what's that? Oh.
I hope he's gonna drive after this.
3, 2, 1.
That was a fake video.
Here's why they call me the ghost. I'm half live, half dead, and when it's beef, I bring all of the toast.
Hey, bro, what you doing? What the fuck?
There is no way I left the house for 1 hour. Are you dead serious, bro?
Oh, is that fucking thing? I guess that tap was expensive and you couldn't return it, huh?
I found a frog. Oh!
Is that illegal? Come on.
Throughout heaven and earth.
Wait, it went backwards?
Say, hey, you need power tools. Nope. Take that bolt, shove it right there. One-handed, baby. Watch this. One-handed.
Oh, fuck.
Another day, another chick in my bed.
He fucking the punching machine won.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to wake up in paradise? Living.
Why would you do this? Oh my god. Wouldn't that be like potentially permanent damage to this fucking thing?
Traveling in a van is the pure essence of freedom.
Father told
Ce ne serait pas plus simple comme ça.
Whoa, that's impressive. That's why you don't. That's why you never get a cape. That was a sharp thing near his neck. I cringed.
Recargable, un bombillo recargable. Let's go.
You think that's a food?
Tu peux me signer mon affiche là?
Ça voulait, wesh.
That wasn't a smart idea. Neither was that. Okay.
My name is George.
I did create a new TikTok account and I did add a couple of TikToks there, so but let's watch this video first. What is this? It's a Palestinian march on the Democratic hangout. Why didn't they do this against Republicans?
George Chidi, spelled C.
You know why? Because it was paid by Russia.
H-I-D-I. I'm a journalist. I write for The Guardian.
Oh, The Guardian?
Yeah. Big paper, London, 9th largest English language publication in the world, The Guardian. Because I'm a legitimate journalist. Who are you?
I'm Saddam.
Saddam who?
Saddam from Channel 5.
Like local?
No, Channel 5 on YouTube.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. What's your fucking problem?
I don't have a problem.
I think you do. I am staring at a man who claims to be a journalist and will not identify themselves. You're a fuck up. Legitimate journalists will take issue with this. And once I'm done with all of this shit, George Chidi, I'm a journalist for The Guardian, I'm going to find out what the hell this bullshit is about.
All right, figure it out.
I will.
Yeah.
This is fucked up. Your people are fucked up. The folks who are listening to this asshole are fucked up. You should be ashamed of yourself if you're giving this guy clicks.
We're here at the DNC. I got verbally assaulted by The Guardian. They told me to get a press pass. I got a press pass.
Channel 5 is in the building in Chicago. Yes. Right on. I wish there wasn't a genocide. I wish there wasn't 500,000 to a million people dead. I wish it's not.
500,000 to a million?
Real was not a colonized state. I wish 75 years of oppression.
Okay.
didn't happen. As an Ashkenazi Jew, I know my family's past, and I wish that none of this shit was going on because we wouldn't be here right now. The only thing that I'm happy about is that you're here.
How has it been for you, I guess, as a Jew, to stand alongside the Palestinian movement?
It took about 3 days for me to figure out that I didn't know what the hell I was talking about for the last 47 years.
Some of the images like this attack on a kibbutz called Be'eri have already been widely seen.
And now I fully see where the white supremacy pyramid is, and it's Israel. You can't oppress people for that long and then expect them just to be happy about it. Somebody had to do something. Netanyahu knew it was happening. They knew for a year. Our CIA told them at least 4 days before. Egypt told them 4 days before. They knew. So they wanted this to happen.
White savior syndrome.
So they could take back all the land.
It's all their ambitions to get the land, to get Gaza. It's a prime real estate.
And also Netanyahu's running from 3 federal indictments, and now he's just running to save his life.
Last week we had a massacre at a school where 150 was killed, dismembered, beheaded.
Yeah, it totally happened.
The floors covered with bodies, blood and limbs. Rescue officials say they found around 100 bodies.
Israel, for its part, accuses Hamas of hiding behind the civilian population.
Israel has accused Hamas of using civilians as human shield in Gaza.
And at the same day, we sent a $3.5 billion of weapons, 2,500 pounds of dumb bombs.
The U.S.
Dumb bombs? What are those?
Just the other day, announcing that it was going to be releasing $3.5 billion worth of long-term
Dark Biden.
military funding.
I'm not down with oppression. I've been fighting fascists all my life, and honestly, Israel's gone so far in the paint, they don't deserve to be a state anymore. One state, Palestine, where it was for 3,000 years, and everybody coexisted, including my cousins and my ancestors.
Arms embargo now, ceasefire now, and U.S. aid to Israel now.
Where are you from? Are you from Chicago?
I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
How do you feel about walls?
Oh, I have a lot to say about walls.
If Trump gets a chance to return, he's going to pick up exactly where he left off 4 years ago.
So Governor Walz is the biggest friend of genocide. He's the best friend of genocide. And he invests over $157 million of Minnesota state pension funds in Israeli companies. And now that's just Israeli companies. That's not also weapons manufacturers that are complicit in Israeli occupation.
The Safe Board Investment, which Tim Walz currently chairs and has chaired for a while, has like $4.3 billion invested in corporations that are complicit in Israeli apartheid.
Bro, these people are just exactly the same as those fucking, like, oh my god, Ukrainian Nazis exist in bio laboratories. They making battle mosquitoes, and it's all connected to democratic money. It's all funneled through Victoria Nuland, and there's a connection there with, the guy. What's the fucking guy that they always talk about? The guy who invests into, like, democratic institutions. Fuck. Anyway. Just remind me of that shit. Or MAGAs who are like, oh my god, the fucking Soros. Yeah, Soros, my boy.
There's 119 directly in Israeli corporations.
This is the same shit. This is exactly the same. It's like you can always pinpoint these people because they say things that are like just, it's like random shit. It's like they've heard it. You can know that these people never actually looked up any of that information themselves, never investigated, never compared it with any information that is provided on different resources. They just like, oh, propaganda? Yeah, they just fucking retards, just on the other side.
And Israeli bonds, and like 560 that go into Raytheon.
It's like a bunch of fucking Raytheon. There you go.
Lockheed Martin, all those.
Lockheed Martin, Raytheon. I know the names of companies that make weaponry. Woo! Weapons bad. But don't we give weapons that like actually protect hundreds of thousands of Ukrainians from Russian dumb bombs? No, that don't count. They're white. Ukrainians are white. We don't care about them.
Those other weapons manufacturers.
So that's coming out of Minnesota taxpayer dollars, right? Like I live in Minnesota, and if I ever decide to be a public employee, that's going to be my pension funds. I'm actually part of a
Bro, you're never going to be a public employee after these fucking videos.
Delegation of Palestinian Minnesotans that just had their meeting with Governor Walz canceled.
Young people are just so retarded, bro.
Sold on the spot, as in 2 minutes before it was supposed to happen, after 10 months of him refusing to meet with us. And he met right away with the synagogues. He went out to a Stand With Israel rally right after October 7th. So he has capacity to check in on his constituents. It's just a matter of which constituents.
Bro, it says no war with Iran. She has a thing.
October 7th. So
no war with Iran. What? Yeah, Iran, such a cool country.
He has capacity to check in on his constituents. It's just a matter of which constituents.
Democrats are portraying this week's Democratic National Convention as a changing of the political guard. President Joe Biden is expected to give a keynote speech with a symbolic handoff of his party leadership. And on the eve of the convention, though, thousands of protesters took to the streets in
Why don't they do that with Trump? Because he's not the president, so he's like, he can't do anything. Okay.
downtown Chicago. The protest was organized by an organization that fights for abortion access and LGBTQ rights.
Everybody here but the Guardian. I'll tell you what. What do you think about Kamala Harris?
She wants to make it look like she's going to be different than Biden or different than Trump on the Palestinian issue, but I don't think she will. I think she's afraid of the Israel lobby.
And she has a history.
So what is your solution? Vote for Trump? No. Okay. Vote for who? Don't vote. Don't support. But if you don't vote, Trump's going to win. You think Trump's going to be better? No. So there's a candidate that's going to be worse for Palestinians? They're all bad. Do you think that Trump is equally bad to Kamala on Palestinian issue? Yes. Oh, okay. Then you are lost.
Of supporting the U.S. special relationship with
only Palestinian supporter deals in absolutes. Liar!
Israel, and saying that Israel has a right to defend itself as it conducts its illegitimate
God, I hate these.
Operation in which it is an occupying entity bombing their occupied population and killing over 15,000 children.
This doesn't mean anything, by the way.
The Fourth Geneva Convention, Article 49, clearly states the occupying power shall not deport or transfer parts of its own.
What did you say?
Convention, Article 49, clearly.
The occupying power shall not deport or transfer parts of its own civilian population into the territory it occupies. It also prohibits. Russians are not doing this. They're doing this. Learn what words mean as you search. Oh, okay. Amnesty.org. Well, I don't trust Amnesty. I want to hear from the International Humanitarian Database. Okay, individual or mass forcible transfers, as well as deportations of protected persons from occupied territory to the territory of the occupying power. Wait. Wait, let's read. Because this is the opposite of what was said before. Nevertheless, the occupying power may undertake total or partial evacuation of a given area if the security of the population or imperative military reasons so demand. Such evacuations may not involve displacement of protected persons outside the bounds of the occupied territory except when material reasons are impossible, blah, blah, blah. The occupying power undertaking such transfers, evacuations shall ensure the greatest practical... Okay, blah, blah, blah. The protecting power shall be informed of any transfers and evacuations. The occupying power shall not detain protected persons. Oh, it's in the end. Yeah. The occupying power shall not deport or transfer parts of its own civilian population into the territory it occupies. I mean, it makes sense. Are they talking about the settlements? Oops. Yeah, the settlements are cringe for 100%. But that's not what they're talking about, right? They're not against the settlements. They're saying Hamas is okay.
States the occupying power shall not deport or transfer parts of its own civilian population into the territory it occupies.
That's what they're arguing for a ceasefire. They're saying that Israel should stop bombing Gaza. What this has to do with anything? They're not bombing the places where they have settlements.
And the external occupation of Gaza was illegal under international law. They were under a blockade. Israel controlled all entry and exit of people and materials. 94 to 97% of the water was undrinkable. They practiced calorie restriction into Gaza. A high percentage of the children were anemic. There was a high percentage of unemployment in Gaza prior to October 7th, about 40 some odd percent, and that was related to the blockade. Also, journalists like yourselves in Gaza are being targeted.
140 Palestinian journalists have been killed since October the 7th and dozens wounded.
More journalists have been killed in Gaza than than in World War II. In the Gaza war, where there's only 2.3 million people, as well as medical professionals are being incarcerated.
Well, Palestinian journalists, how difficult is it to become a Palestinian journalist?
In the Israeli torture camps. And what is happening is collective punishment against the civilians of Gaza, and we won't stop until there's an end to the occupation.
I've heard this argument from Destiny, basically, and if you truly believe that Israel wants to genocide Palestinians, aren't there like a billion different ways to do that way more effectively?
If we don't get a ceasefire and an arms embargo over...
Because here's the thing, as long as you do things quickly, nobody notices. Case in point, Ukraine 2014. Russians wanted to repeat that, they failed. If Israel wanted to genocide Palestinians, they could have just done it in like a fucking month and be done with it. And then, you know, it's like, oh shit, well, I guess it's over now, you know?
Overall, I don't think they're going to win the election. I think we get Trump again. And in a Trump presidency, the left actually fights. Democrats will do the same thing. They'll just fundraise. But at least the left will fight fascism. Because right now we have fascism in the United States. You don't see any homeless people around here. Why? Because they're probably locked up. It's illegal to be homeless in the United States right now. Fascism is happening now. So you can't threaten us with Trump or any hypothetical fascism when it's already happening now.
So I'm here to tell the Democratic Party and the Democratic candidates that their voters will no longer support unconditional aid.
You're not voters of the Democratic Party. You're crazy far leftists. Like,
and abetting of genocide. It's no longer appropriate to say that you're just better than the other guy and that you're going to secure the progressive.
The Discord mods promised to unban you in a couple of days. Send a message to Usueiru.
Vote just because.
Kamala Harris, we're under no illusion that the Democrats or the Republicans could ever really
I unironically don't know how to unban, and I don't want to, like,
do anything to help us. Even if, let's say, there was some nice person in there that wanted to, materially, they have different interests from us because they have backers from the biggest business.
Yo, this guy has a fucking... Holy shit, he has a hammer and sickle on his fucking shit. God damn, bro. Oh, man. This is some wild shit. To me, this is like swastika. That is fucking wild. Okay.
This is in the world. We don't pay their bills. They're not going to listen to us. So we don't expect much out of Kamala or the DNC or anybody they put in that seat, because regardless, they're going to enact the same policies.
We're constantly hearing vote for the
God, I hate extremists on both sides. Fucking retards.
lesser evil, but it's still evil, and I don't feel like supporting that. That's why I'm here.
It's the lesser evil, but it's still evil.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey, yo, free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Fuck Nestle, bro.
Fuck Nestle.
Their CEO says that water shouldn't be a human right.
Oh, the famous water bottles in Africa.
Fuck that.
Look it up. It's on Google and shit.
Crazy.
That's it.
You made that shit yourself?
Yes, I drew it. I just bought fabric markers at like Meijer and shit. Yeah. Easy.
Who do you feel most connected to?
God, it's like both. It's both on the spec. Dude, it's like old people are fucking retards and young people. Just completely in different opposite ways. These are gonna be the people who are gonna be retarded in 50 years. These are gonna be like far rightists.
Right now.
Oh my God, the ghost of Donald Trump is gonna visit us and is gonna make it all go away. The woke mind virus.
I feel most connected to Sudan and Congo, who are also going through genocides of their own that are extremely, extremely connected to Israel. It's Israeli companies that are putting them through this genocide. So,
like, which companies? Which companies are doing that?
I feel very much like we can't continue with our struggle without mentioning the people of Congo and Sudan, but also
The whole Epstein thing was about
people of Congo and Sudan be like, oh my God, thank God she fucking mentioned us. Good shit.
about blackmail. They would get you having sex with a kid, then we own you, we operate you, we'll pay you well, but you do what we say, and if you turn on us, we'll kill you. You know, so, we're just trying to really ease the temperature back a little bit. This aggression will not stand, man.
What aggression?
In Israel, there's a lot of aggression there.
It's a moral imperative to be here today because you can't stand by and watch the body count rack up daily without coming out and saying something.
I bet she was far rightoid when she was young.
From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! Palestine!
Oh, by the way, apparently there's this sect of Jews that believe that Jews that live in Israel right now They are there illegally. They're there against the God will, because somewhere in their Torah, it's written that Jews will only live in Israel after the Jesus Christ comes back. So this like ultra-Orthodox part of Jews believes that they're there before the Christ came back, so that's bad. So they are kind of here, but for very different reasons.
Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free!
We feel betrayed by the democratic machine. A lot of the Muslim Palestinian community voted Democrats, and the Democrats are failing us. And free Palestine! My family is still there, and they're afraid for they're being their kids, even in the West Bank.
Poor America. Poor America. Just these people go fucking crazy for like to feel more morally superior. It's just so fucking wild.
Their kids are being attacked wherever they go. I mean, you can be attacked and you can be killed just any minute. That's in the West Bank where there is no Hamas.
The West Bank is completely sealed off by apartheid walls, checkpoints. Even without the checkpoints and walls, Israeli settlers would hide in the roads and put rocks in the road to prevent Palestinians from crossing. When the Palestinians would stop, they'd come and beat them. They'd set things on fire, houses, businesses on fire, with the protection of the IDF. And it's just terrible over there.
We can't really enjoy our families here because you feel guilty to really live normal. And
fuck Kamala Harris. She's a genocidal piece of shit cop that doesn't deserve to be here.
She's like really weird, you know, so it's like she's not funny, but like she's unintentionally funny to laugh at, you feel me?
They don't care about black and brown people as long as they get their funding, their money, and the interest groups continues to fund them.
Bro is struggling to fucking talk, dude. Holy shit.
They're gonna decide and do whatever that interest group tells them to.
Can I ask you what your patches mean?
Sure, this is Hamas. This is Hezbollah.
Oh shit! Okay, bro. Oh, thanks for explanation. Should have probably said that in the beginning. Oh, okay. That is some wild patches, my dude.
These are resistance, legitimate resistance movements that are fighting for Palestinian rights, that are fighting for justice.
Legitimate movements, Hamas and Hezbollah.
And all the women across the globe who are affected by U.S. and Western imperialism. You know.
Wow, all the women sure are against the Western laws and customs. They do love me some Palestine, and Iran especially is very good with women. Some cool shit, yeah.
Gaza, for example, women in Gaza don't have reproductive justice because they don't even have basic healthcare. They don't have basic human rights, right? You know, there's bombs dropping on them every single day.
Oh, stupid me. It's because of the bombs. Of course, they don't have the rights because of the bombs. Mr. Man, can I have some rights in Gaza? You seen that shit? Until the bombs are falling, can't do nothing.
So if in the United States we want to demand reproductive justice here, we need to also be demanding reproductive justice for the women in Gaza.
That's how it works, if you didn't know. Because when you're an American and you vote on domestic issues, it's a global thing. They just can't do anything about it. That's how it is. It's fucking crazy, right? They're like, America's imperialist bad country. But when we have something here, we should impose it on other people too.
Workers of the world unite. We have nothing to lose but our chains, a world to win. Join the Revolutionary Communist International wherever.
The communist guy says, we don't have anything to lose except our chains. Oh yeah, the communism, the free libertarian society.
You are. And watch Channel 5. Think about everything terrible in this world. It always goes back to money. A communist America, you're going to see basically the eradication of things like homelessness, poverty.
Yeah, that's true. In communist USSR, there was no homeless people. If you didn't work, you would be shipped off to Siberia and either killed or forced to work through physical violence. Awesome stuff.
Fuck you, fuck your mother. In fact, I got $20. I'll go fuck your mother. Okay.
Wow, why is this guy so mad? He's so upset.
Maybe she'll give me $10 back.
Yo,
so that
that's a guardian, bro. That's a guardian, bro.
Why does it?
You call my mama a hoe there?
Crazy, dude. That's wild. People from the Guardian acting like that? That's crazy as fuck.
I said, hey, bro, let's squash it. He told me you want to fuck my mom.
And then they upset because you're wearing a mask?
Yeah.
Do you
What's up, man? Can you take a look into the situation of the ban that we discussed and maybe unban the guy? But if he's gonna be cringe on Discord again, you can ban him permanently that time.
You see how they act when people come out here and protest for the truth, and then you see they got the gas mask on and shit for what? Like, man, like they ready? Like what the fuck? Ain't nobody did nothing. We just sitting here chanting, but it's a problem.
They're ready. They were getting ready to use chemical weapons on a bunch of fucking citizens who care about what this country's doing. They want to fucking hurt us and put us down instead of listening to us. They know we don't have any other fucking options. It's just fucking Harris or a goddamn crazy fascist. And the moment we stand up for ourselves and try and say some shit about it, they try and fucking gas us. What type of bullshit is that? Fuck that shit. We should have more options in this.
Cops threw like a tear gas. They're gassing us. Whoa, what the fuck? It's a genocide out here. Palestinians, fuck all of you, dude. We have a genocide. We're being genocided because we're fighting for your freedom. We're so cool. We're so good. We need some humanitarian assistance right here. And by that I mean a fucking iced latte from Starbucks and a hot meal from Five Guys.
Fucking country than a fucking cop and a fucking fascist.
Channel 5 live worldwide, Hollywood and Vine.
Yeah, that's wild. I mean, I kind of went as I expected. That's pretty much, yeah.
Hello everyone, this is your Daily Dose of Internet. She wanted to prank these workers by spraying fart spray outside their window.
6230. Air right. Welcome to Popeyes. What's that smell?
Welcome to Popeyes. What's that smell?
566. Oh, hold on. Let me light it.
Bro, how strong is that shit?
Don't blow it out.
Okay, this video, we've seen it like 50 times.
Happy birthday. Shoot up.
In preparation to the Olympics in Moscow, they offloaded all the homeless beyond 100-kilometer radius. I mean, they did that in France as well. That's normal. You don't want that fucking bullshit on your event. Yeah, that makes sense. Don't they do that constantly? You don't want some fucking junkies or some fucking crazies hanging out there. They're gonna get hurt. They could hurt people, but most likely they're gonna get hurt themselves.
Are you okay?
So apparently this
you be careful.
guy stole the identity of someone who wasn't alive anymore and
My Kick account is live again? Oh shit.
used their information to
Next stream on Kick, Giga Chad.
try and buy a car. The car dealership realized what was happening and
Wait, what's happening?
so apparently this guy stole the identity of someone who wasn't alive anymore and used their information to try and buy a car. The car dealership realized what was happening and set him up to get arrested.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Take this. Can't take on your Nino well.
Kick is back on the menu, boys, until I show some video from the front line, and then we're gonna get fucking banned again.
Her dog wants to attack any
God, I hate these fake, stupid, fucking shitty videos.
object she shows interest in.
Oh, he's unbanned? Maniac, you're unbanned on Discord. Why the fuck are you bothering me about that shit?
I love my. Wow, a bush! Wow, a flower! A flower! You ate it?
If you're someone that's trying to learn how to code, this is what your competition looks like.
He's not coding anything. Bro, chill. Yeah. Are you stupid? I already said that I recognized. Okay, and I said next stream is gonna be on Kick and YouTube on both platforms at the same time. The fuck is your problem? I've heard you.
How crazy is this? 900 people signed up to run a marathon inside of a tunnel. I'm currently running it as well, so I cannot stop, but this is one of the coolest things I've ever done.
The power on this carnival ride went out at the absolute worst time.
Oh, stop it.
One of my subscribers wanted to show off an incredible view they found while traveling in Turkey. That is the end of this video. Hopefully I made your day just a little better.
No, you actually made it worse. Fuck this guy. God, I hate him. Whoa. Here's the link. Don't be a fucking moron. Learn how to use tools available to you. Okay. I think we saw this one. Water parks in China. I think we saw that one as well. Okay, continuing our news cycle. Russians are building more pontoon bridges over the same river. The same river, the same shit, the same pontoons. They're getting destroyed by FPVs, just like in the videos we've seen before. Ukrainian armed forces did a strike on the S-300 systems in Rostov region. Good shit, that's awesome. There was a big attack on Russia today. Ministry of Defense of Russia said that they destroyed 45 drones. Yeah, right. An explosion occurred in a multi-story building in Novorossiysk, Krasnodar region. Teenager was killed and 3 others were injured. That's funny. The U.S. nuclear strategy includes for the first time the containment of China. Now it's 3 countries: Russia, North Korea, and China. Good. When Iran's gonna make their own nuclear, they're gonna include them as well, huh? Prime Minister of India is going to visit Kiev for the first time on the 23rd of August, which is, oh shit, tomorrow. Tomorrow. He's going to discuss the ending of war with Russia, says Reuters. Interesting. What are you gonna say? Same fucking shit as China? Oh, you know, we don't like that. Okay, stop the war. We'll see. Putin visited Chechnya for the first time since 2011. Oh shit, I'm surprised. Surprised that's haven't been there for so long. He did a lot of cringe shit. He watched like Kadyrov's sons shoot some things and he had his headphones upside down. But whatever. Trump said that if he's going to win the elections, he will offer Robert Kennedy Jr. a post in his administration, only if he's going to remove himself and support Trump. Interesting. What Trump was gonna get, like, is Trump even gonna get any votes? Who are the people who vote for Kennedy? Like some fucking wild wackos that, you know, they would vote for Trump anyway because Kennedy is not gonna go through. But I don't know. Anyway, this Russian dude, the amount of content coming up from this fucking oil depot is fucking crazy. Yet another tank with oil caught on fire and exploded or something. Oh shit, look at that. Jesus Christ.
Ебать! Пошел!
Ебать! Жарко, блядь!
Okay. To the request of the Germans to arrest the Ukrainian diver, high-ranking Polish official replied, "All those involved in undermining the Nord Streams should not be arrested but awarded medals." That's based. Do you think US is secretly building up strategic ICBM stockpile? I think that the only country that is actually officially says that they have less nukes than they actually have is the America. Everyone else is just saying they have more. The priests of Russian Orthodox Church prayed near the burning oil depot, which has not been extinguished for 4 days now. Holy protection. Spoiler alert, that didn't help. Estonia has completely severed all ties with Russian Orthodox Church. The new charter of the Estonian Orthodox Church establishes the independence of the church from the Russian Church. Wow. Took them a while. The Ukrainian parliament ratified the Rome Statute. Who the fuck was this guy? One dude against. It's ratified, and it's one of the requirements for us to join EU. If you want to be in EU, you have to ratify Rome Statute. Videos of Russian equipment getting destroyed in Kursk region. Specifically, what's interesting is a HIMARS strike on the bridges and pontoon bridges on the same river. It's a pontoon bridge, and this is the bridge. This is particularly interesting. Ooh, beautiful. Russians are saying that there's a huge outage of different Russian services, and it seems like a powerful DDoS attack. Good. This is an interesting graphic. This is the dynamic of fighting on the front line. The amount of enemy encounters per day. There's like sharp drop over here is the beginning of the Kursk operation from 136 a day to 96. And then it grew a little, dropped again, grew. Then there's a much higher, but then it's smaller and it's kind of higher again. Interesting. Russians, there's an explanation here. Worth noting that from the 2nd to the 5th day of the Kursk operation, there was a certain decline in the activity of the enemy, which returned to the previous level as early as the 7th day. This is due to the fact that there was a partial transfer of reserves, and the Muscovites on the spot did not fully understand what was happening, what was going on. Yeah, they kind of got lost. I remember when Netflix said that they're going to combat people reusing their accounts. Everyone was just like saying that's bullshit. Netflix is going to go down. Bro, this year Netflix stock is up 43%. How do you know stuff like that is going to happen? How do you know that? I want to invest into like stocks and like how do I... It's like oh man. How would you know something like that, you know? Oh shit, this year Netflix is going to go up. Better invest into Netflix. How would you know something like that? That's the neat part, you don't? Well, some people do. Hedge fund managers that manage billions of dollars and have like a year to year 20% plus. But anyway. Ukrainian troops giving water to abandoned animals in the Kursk region. That's cute. Do S&P and NASDAQ? Yeah. I would do that. If I had money, I would do that. Ukrainian intelligence reports successful attack on Russian airfield. On August 16, a suicide drone strike was launched against the Svasleska military airfield in the Nizhny Novgorod region of the Russian Federation. A MiG-31 Ki aircraft, 2 Il-76 were destroyed, and about 5 aircrafts were damaged. That is a big attack. Wow, 3 destroyed and 5 damaged? Whew. Drones are attacking Murmansk region for the 4th day in a row. Workers from the local factories were evacuated due to drone attacks. It just flies. Are we gonna see it drop and fucking do the boom? Or just gonna go past? Yo, it even blinks, bro. So like what? Oh!
Сбили, блядь, красавцы, блядь. Нахуй.
Oh, that's bullshit, dude. I don't like that. The ruling party of Georgia wants to change the constitution for peaceful reunification of territories. Basically, people from the opposition in Georgia saying that this is a pro-Russian law, and this could potentially allow Georgian parliament to basically give away territories that Russia occupied. Just Russia and just like acknowledge it as lost and occupied territories. Like not even like occupied anymore, just Russian territories. Yikes. Precision strikes on Russian troop congestions inside buildings. Their headquarters, the Russian Kursk region, my understanding. Yes. So not only this is Russians getting precision bombed, it's also Russian buildings. Good shit. Yeah, Georgians need to wake the fuck up and take their country back. I don't think it's HIMARS. It's probably maybe HIMARS, but it looks like it's airplane bombs. Putin went to Chechnya and he kissed Quran. Wow.
Мы можем вас благодарить и быть благодарны. Это звание почетного гражданина.
Gonna get a herpes. And he got some medal and some paper. Wow. Dude, this shit looks so fucking cringe. Oh my god. Anyway. In Tajikistan, locals mistook a hungry African for a genie. I'm not gonna go into details. I just think that's just funny. I don't think you really even need details. I think it just... there's a battalion of... There's a small... I'm sorry, not a battalion, but there's a squad of troops that are in Russian give thanks to a Russian Z channel called Two Majors that provided 1 million rubles to this unit to purchase equipment. These guys are saying thank you to the Russian Z Telegram channel, and they're saying that all of this equipment that you can see that they're using right now was purchased with 1 million rubles. However, at approximately half of the video, they suddenly switch to Ukrainian language, and they say that they're thankful to the telephone scam office in Dnipro city in Ukraine that scammed a Russian Telegram channel out of 1 million rubles and gave them that money so they purchased equipment, and they're going to use that equipment to get rid of Ukraine of Russian occupying forces.
У вас бы это никак не получилось. Далі хочу сказати мовою. Дуже дякую телеграм-каналу «Два майори» за закупку снарядів.
A propaganda channel associated with Russian security forces announced a collection among subscribers for the needs of the Russian army in the Kursk region. Telephone scammers from Dnipro contacted Two Majors Foundation and convinced them to send an advance payment of almost 1 million Russian rubles, allegedly for the purchase of Mavic drones for the Russians. As a result, the Ukrainian military thanked the Z channel for the generous, albeit involuntary, help. So they were gathering money, right? But then they would have to contact some kind of company that could provide them the drone, that they could transfer the money, and then Ukrainians pretend to be such company, said that we provided drones, we can provide drones again, why not? Just send us the money and we'll send the shipment. I'm telling you, man, scam phone companies in Ukraine are totally legal as long as you're scamming Russians. You can actually probably get a critical war industry like certificate and protect your workers from getting mobilized. Petr Pavel on the Czech president on the undermining, on the destruction of the Nord Stream pipelines. He says, I don't have any enlightening, clear information that it is the Ukrainians who are behind this attack. On the other hand, when you have an armed conflict, and it is linked not only to military objectives, but also to objectives that are strategic in nature. If the goal was to cut off gas and oil supplies to Europe and prevent Russia from profiting from them, the pipelines would be a legitimate target during a war. True. This is Putin wearing headphones. Listen, I don't give a fuck really, but it's just funny that, I don't know, was he afraid of messing up his hair? Bro, you ain't got none. What are you... Would it push too much on his mask on top or some shit? Fucking lizard man. Infamously, he was meeting leaders and he was explaining how to use a translation earpiece. And they couldn't even fucking, they're from some fucking plebeian places from the middle of Africa and they didn't even know how to put that shit on. He was explaining them. How come he doesn't know how to wear headphones? So the degenerate that is running around shaking his lard fat ass and shooting a gun is Kadyrov's and his most precious sheep son. Wow. And Putin was like... But why? I don't understand. It just looks so fucking stupid. Don't they do everything like for the image and shit? And what the fuck is this? Is that like some fucking clip-on teeth? Okay. He doesn't even know where to look. Okay, what is happening? He still wears... This looks like it's photoshopped, bro. What is happening? I just don't understand. Decepticons. He talks to him, by the way. What? What am I looking at? Oh, it's too bad he removed it. That was kind of funny. Russians are saying that Ukrainian drone was destroyed by the anti-air in the region of Murmansk, which is over there, 1,753 kilometers away from us. Okay. It's good to know. We're aiming high, literally, just on the map. Good shit. Russian Z channels write about attempts to break through in Klimovsky district of Bryansk region. They claim that Ukrainian sabotage and reconnaissance groups operating there. Bryansk? Let's go, dude. Let's open another front in the front that we already opened. All right. Guys, let's watch some TikToks, okay? I have some TikToks. Dude, solve the puzzle? I would like to solve the puzzle. Okay. The users' liked videos are private. What the fuck? How's that a thing? I couldn't sign in into my account. Privacy. Reuse of content setting. I don't give a fuck. Liked videos, everyone. Okay, let's take a look. What did I like, guys? What can I show you? Some primo memes. Team U and Shein getting their factory workers hyped for the 24-hour shift.
He was special. We cannot replace him. We cannot.
As funny as he was, he's truly one of the all-time greats.
I'm gonna be honest. I was the guy. I'm gonna give you an insight. Okay, I did call several places because I assist in a hiring process, and I had the privilege of calling these people who the candidates put in the as a contact to call them and ask about how they worked. Do not, and I repeat, do not actually put a real contact there, because apparently a lot of people do, and those people are brutally honest. They're brutally honest. They don't give a fuck, okay? They're not working with you. They're probably not talking to you. They don't give a fuck, okay? They're gonna say what they actually think, and it's not good, okay? Most of the time, it's not good. So, what's the worst they told you? Well, they're never saying anything like bad. They're never saying, oh, that guy's a fucking moron, he's a fucking crazy lunatic. Nobody's doing that, right? But they're just gonna be like, you know, generally, you know, he was performing well. He was doing his tasks. There was some difficulties with, you know, like, so like if I'll take like a quality assurance engineer, right? They would be like, yeah, there was some, like, the performance generally was okay, but with some types of tasks for like regression testing, sometimes we would have like some hiccups. Nothing really major, but it was happening several times over. And, you know, we worked for them for a year. And, you know, when we had a decision to, you know, fire some of our employees, unfortunately, he was among the people who had lower than average performance in the company, so we decided to let him go. It would be shit like that. It would be like, here's what I would do, okay? If there's a company who wants to contact your employer, previous employer, it has to be one of your friends that you'll tell them what to say. There's no way in fucking hell that they would be able to check any of this information. It just has to be one of your friends, and you just tell them what to say. 100%. 100%. And your friend, like for example, you put them on the reference contact, and if somebody would call me, right, and would ask, well, how did this QA worker performed? I wouldn't be like, oh, they're amazing or blah blah blah. That's not what you say. That's not what you say. You say like, the performance was good. They performed all the tasks well. They reached their KPIs. They tested diligently. There's no like particular, situations that we had. Of course you would have to switch up the work so it wouldn't be boring and stale with the same types of tasks. We try to do that for all the QAs. We did improve performance with this particular candidate and the others, but it's mostly because some of our processes were not, very optimized from the get-go. So I can't really say there was no, really, in my opinion, any issues that we had in this particular candidate. It was the only problem is when they left, right? We had to find a replacement, which is always a chore. But other than that, yeah, I can't really say anything bad. It's it was a good worker. Can't really say anything else. Boom, super like neutral, but no negatives. Only positives, but just kind of like laid back, nothing like, oh, they were the greatest QA I've ever worked with, without shit like that. So easy. You can check if they have a LinkedIn profile. Yeah, you can, but sometimes they only provide you with the like a telephone number, and you don't want to like pry, really. You don't want to ask, well, can you give them our LinkedIn page? Can you give others some type of contact? Now, again, I don't think most people do that. Most people just give you the contact and they're like, whatever. But it's just like, when I heard some people talk, I would be like, oof, that's not, So, but yeah, if you want to like diligently do this, I would say that if you have like a very good review, maybe you could just go to LinkedIn, find this person, and maybe send them a message. So it's like, hey, I called you recently. We spoke about this candidate. I just wanted to say thanks for the feedback. We're gonna sign a contract with him, and then he would be like, what the fuck are you talking about? I never spoke with you on the phone. And you're like, oh shit. Yeah, that'd be pretty wild. True. I remember this from school. I remember I got in a fight with one particular teacher, and she hated me ever since. I took a test. It was like some foreign literature was the subject. I took the test and I did it pretty well. And I'm gonna tell you honestly, I bullshitted through the test, just because of the things that I remembered from class. Didn't do any homework. She always hated that I didn't do any homework, and I did that test pretty well. The bitch lowered my mark because she said I was cheating. I fought with her. I went to the dean's office and I said, this fucking retarded bullshit. Okay, I don't agree with this decision. If she doesn't have any proof that I cheated, I knew I didn't fucking cheat, so she had nothing on me. She was upset because I set the tables had like a paired seat. I sat with a girl that would always do her homework, and the girl performed worse than me on the test. I'm like, and she was like upset, like he couldn't do it legitimately if he did it worse than a girl who studies. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? If I didn't like steal her notes, and I didn't because I did it better than her, like what the fuck are you talking about? Are you fucking just stupid? So the dean reversed the decision. She said, if you don't have proof, really. So she sided with me because I don't know why. But yeah, that bitch was super upset. And when I had to go from the 9th grade to the 10th grade, there's like a committee, and there's like several teachers that kind of give you a performance review, and they say if they want to take you to finish those years. And that bitch was on that committee. There was 3 teachers. There was a teacher that was positive towards me, and she said yes. This bitch said no. She was super fucking mad. And then the last woman was my like, I don't know what it's called in English, but it's like she was the head of my class. She was like the main teacher head. She would like manage our class. And I was a piece of shit, so I was like, oh my god, she's gonna say fuck this guy, right? And this is the moment in my life where I discovered that there's these people who will tell you some shit in your face, right? I called that woman a cow one time, and she heard that. I thought I was fucked. I discovered that there's these people that will talk shit to you, like directly at you, you know, and they would tell you that you're a fucking piece of shit. But when the time comes, they got your back. They're not a rat pieces of shit. They're gonna be like, you know, he's you know, he can be a little shit, but he's a diligent student. And I think that, anyway, she voted, I don't remember what she was saying, but she said it's like, I was so surprised. I was like, oh my god, that is wild. But yeah, she's super cool, actually. Yeah, I remember years later I came back for like a DVD with the, bro, I need to find that DVD. I lost it somewhere. I need to find it as a video file, and I should show it on my on stream, or like on Patreon, upload it to Patreon. My graduation, it was all filmed and shit. I should somehow find it. Send a message to my classmates. Some of them fucking losers should have a file. And when I came to school to ask for that DVD, because I didn't take my copy, she cried. She's like, oh my god, you're so like mature, because I was like, what, 25 at the time? It's like 6 years ago or some shit. She was like, oh my god, I haven't seen you so long. And she cried. I was like, oh my god, that's so heartbreaking.
You thought it was over. Die, bitch. Oh, that's what you fucking get. You thought it was over.
Dude.
Die, bitch.
That's wild.
Oh, that's what you fucking get.
Fuck that fly.
How much is it for your tacos?
$9.50.
$9.50 for these two?
Yes.
Could I get 38 more of them?
Sure.
Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
How long would it take you to make them?
20 to 30 minutes.
Okay, we'll take your time.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
48, here you go.
Awesome. How much is it?
That'll be $333.
$333?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, you're doing a catering or
Catering the homeless shelter.
sweet. One moment, I'll be right back. We're gonna take care of it today.
All 40 of them.
All 40.
Who said I could have this for free?
Our owner, Tom.
Do you care if I talk to him quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you Tom? Yeah. She mentioned that it's for free?
For free.
Are you sure? Awesome. Thanks so much, man. You're welcome.
40.
How much is it for your taco?
Anyway, it wasn't that funny, but these types of videos are giga cringe. You know that these videos are fucking fake bullshit. It's like basically promotions for these places. God, I hate that dishonest fucking shit trash. That's banana right there. I never understood this. Right? What are you gonna do? Resurrected?
What have I done? What have I done?
That's just stupid.
An unknown child or play GTA 6 early? Nigga, fuck that child! An unknown child or played.
The top comment on this was Drake already did or some shit like that.
GTA 6 early? Nigga, fuck that child! An unknown child.
Fortnite. Fortnite.
Willem Dafoe is so great. This movie is strange, okay? I watched it because everyone was like, oh my god, this is the best movie. It's not the best movie. It's definitely out there, you know? I mean, they talk about fucking Fortnite, bro. How is that? That's fucking weird as fuck. Companies watching Poopman 1 cancel their free trial, and then Poopman 2 signs up for a free trial. I only was funny to me because this is one of the first TikToks that I got when I created a new account.
Go, kid. Get away from the fucking gun.
Oh my god, it is a. Oh my god! Stay away! No! No!
Hey, Georgie.
Georgie, no!
Oh, what?
That's a nice boat.
Go, kid.
What the fuck?
Get away from the fucking gun.
Oh my god, it is.
Burno! Burno!
Bro, that's
Parker,
cool.
come here, big boy. Come here. Give me a big old hug. All right, Parker. Look. Give her
A typical case, a perfect case of what is it called? Fuck, I forgot the word. When it's like your family member that has a position and he gives it to you because you're related. There's a word for that. Fuck, I have it on the tip of my tongue. Nepotism, right? A perfect case of nepotism, right there, dude. So my understanding is this a dynamo, right? And when you push this lever, it generates current and then it triggers the explosion. That's pretty dope, though. So true. Tutorial. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing you guys how to copy and paste. First, let's learn about control. The control key is short for the control tutorial. Control C, Control V. Thanks for watching. True right there, dude. Why are you doing that, bro? That shit is fucking... You're about to make you Spider-Man, dude.
She was a fairy. She was a fairy.
What are the chances? Maybe actually pretty big. Why are they selling this? How does that work? 40? You're 40?
You can reach me. Oh! Bro, who is this kid? What the? What? Oh, dude, you good? You can reach me. Oh!
Dude, I never understood this. Kids who wanna fight, like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Bro, who is this kid? What the? What? Oh, dude.
I wish it just wouldn't have all these sounds in the beginning, because this is such a perfect sound for this. What happened to... Oh man, I feel like they kind of like killed the joke before it even happened with those fucking extra shit.
I added child labor to Minecraft. To start off with, I added this net so that you can take kids that are napping and bring them over to your factory. Baby villagers will craft.
It's in the Rolls Royce. Look at the stars on the ceiling.
Wow, it's like I'm back home. What did you pay for this spaceship?
It's in the Rolls Royce. Look at the stars on the ceiling.
What's happening? He's like, wait a second. Sorry. I don't remember it having this sound. Okay, I apologize, guys. Dude, I had a mullet when I was a kid. What the fuck, bro? What? Why? I never understood that. I never liked them. I would have a mullet. My mom would be like, mullets are so cool. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? It was the 90s. Were mullets... Wasn't that like the 80s thing? That's crazy. Yo, that room was so good, my brain 2 seconds later. Oops. Isn't that crazy? You know what's the worst thing about being a teacher? And this is what a lot of people don't realize. Because I did some classes when I was in... Because I have a master's degree, and master's degree requires you to have some hours of tutoring. Or like teaching, whatever. So when I was in university, I was teaching. It was economics and management of the foreign economies, I guess. And... what people don't know about teaching is that the worst thing is that you have to repeat the same shit over and over and over and over and over. I don't know how people can do this for like decades. It's fucking crazy to me, bro.
You are mine! You are mine! Better know I got plans! You are mine!
This is a crazy.
You are mine.
Me at the adoption center looking at an 18-year-old Latina girl.
Better know I got plans. You are mine.
It was the first TikTok that I liked on this platform. They already have me on the list, dude. They already got me, dude. Okay? The CCP already has their eyes on me, brother. Okay? I ain't afraid of the Winnie the Pooh, alright? Guys. Thanks. Wait a second. Why is it lagging? Oh, there we go. Thanks for watching the stream, boys. Hope you enjoyed the stream, guys. Thank you for being here. Tune in the day after tomorrow. There's gonna be streams on both YouTube and Kika. Don't miss it. Okay? Leave now.